Welcome to KX News on the Go. I'm Chance Strickland, and continuing coverage, the National Weather Service reported 9 confirmed tornadoes that touched down across the state on Friday night. But we now know that they have at least rated one of them and are still working to gather more data. You are seeing on your screen, that's KX News viewer captured video and photos of the tornadoes from Friday night. As of right now, those with the NWS report that one of those tornadoes that hit about 8 miles north of Bismarck was rated as an EF1 at initial touchdown. They shared they are still collecting data and haven't had many updates yet, but that there is little to no damage from those twisters that affected the state. Now, more data is still to come from NWS over the next couple of days, as they have been out collecting data over the past couple of weeks. And if you haven't yet, they encourage you, if you have any info, pictures, or video, please share them or give them a call. You can post on their Facebook page. They said the more the reports, the better. The North Dakota Department of Health and Human Services also has an important reminder for parents and caregivers alike as the weather starts to heat up. Do not get distracted. Take these simple measures to ensure the safety of children in hot weather. Place your phone, wallet, or purse, employee badge, lunch, or other must-have items in the backseat to remind you to always check before leaving your vehicle. Of course, it's always not a bad idea to remember that you do have a child in your car, a child in the vehicle either. These precautions can save a child's life. And here are some other ways to beat the heat, with the temperatures expected to rise in the coming days as we get into the summer months. Here in North Dakota, it is important to keep yourself, your pets, and your elderly ones safe. In the U.S., hundreds of people working or playing outside, even those who seem healthy, succumb to heat-related illnesses each year. In fact, older adults and people in areas that historically haven't needed air conditioning tend to see the highest rates of illness during heat waves. And a common misconception, heat risk isn't just about temperature. Humidity also increases the risk of heat-related illness. Instead of just working and looking at the temperature, check the heat index, which accounts for heat illness risk associated with temperature and relative humidity. Also, some tips to stay cool during the heat wave include avoid strenuous outdoor activities and high temperatures. If you don't have air conditioning, find a cooling center, library, or community center where you can get inside and rest in an air-conditioned space in the hottest hours. And finally, most importantly though, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Drink plenty of fluids and do not forget about the importance of electrolytes. Here's Andre now with a quick check of your forecast.
Well, thank you so much, Chance, and those are some really good tips, so you want to follow that for sure as we get into the rest of the week, and I'm about to show you why in just a second. But looking here in the capital city, we are starting our day out with those mainly sunny skies, and guess what? The temperature is at 60 degrees, and the winds are out of the west at 7 miles per hour. And as we head over into the Magic City, we're also seeing those mainly sunny conditions, and guess what? The temperature is at 61 degrees and the winds are out of the west at 17 miles per hour. But once we get into our current storm team radar, we are continuing to see those very quiet conditions this morning, folks. So if you want to go take a good stroll outdoors, this is going to be the perfect time to do so. Or just want to go out on your patio just like my mom would, drinking her coffee, eating her toast, and reading a good book. This is a good time to do that. Now, as we head over into our current temperatures, our temperatures right now are mainly in the 50s and the 60s, so it is feeling quite on the mild side this morning, and we are continuing to see our winds out of the north and west about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And what's driving this is we have this area of high pressure here, and this area of high pressure is going to be quite responsible on bringing us those warmer conditions to near hot conditions over the next few days, so that's something to really watch out for sure. Now, for today, starting at 7 o'clock, we're going to continue to see those very quiet conditions around here, right? But once we enter into our lunchtime, it's just going to continue to be on the quiet side. So really take a good advantage of it, folks, and just enjoy your lunch outdoors. If you want to have a picnic, it has that summer type vibe. So I would imagine you would want to do that during this period of time. And as we head into our 5 o'clock hour, we're going to continue to see those quiet conditions too. So this is just going to be making way for a good way of working from, home from work. And also, if you just want to, enjoy more outdoors, this is going to be the perfect time. But make sure that you are hydrating. I'm about to show you why in just a second. And then overnight tonight, we will see those conditions remain on the quiet side too, and into our Tuesday morning. So if you want to take another good walk tomorrow morning, you should be good to go on that aspect. Now, as far as our highs for today will mainly be in the low to mid 80s. So it's going to be feeling like it's supposed to be this time of year. But again, stay hydrated, folks. But once we enter into tonight, we will see those temperatures go on down into the 50s. So it's going to be feeling rather on the mild side once again. And as we head into our Tuesday, those temperatures will go up a notch into the mid to upper 80s to even some 90s are quite possible too. And then guess what? On Wednesday here in Williston, we will see those temperatures increase in the low 90s and then mid 90s as we head into our Thursday. And we could even see some rain chances starting to increase into the day on Thursday and our 4th of July. So that's something we're going to be watching very closely here. And we will see those temperatures drop down into the 80s by the time we get into our Friday. Now looking here in Dickinson, about a common sort of pattern here with those temperatures increasing through our Thursday. But once we get into our Friday, those temperatures will drop down into the low 80s and we will see those mainly sunny conditions, the partly cloudy skies, and those small rain chances going into the 4th of July. So again, we will be watching that very closely. And here in the Magic City, we're going to start out in the low 80s today, right? But into the rest of the week, we will see those temperatures increase into the low 90s and mid 90s by Thursday. And then we're going to see that drop off once we get into our 4th of July weekend. And again, we will be watching for those low end rain chances for right now, but we will continue to keep you posted on that. And the same thing goes here in the capital city with those increasing in temperatures through our Thursday and then dropping into the weekend. And again, we'll be watching for those chances of some rain chances during this period of time. So Chance, we're going to be watching for the heat over the next few days.
Heating up as we gear up for the 4th of July, Andre. Thank you so much. Well, for everyone here at KX News, I'm Chance Strickland. Have a great day.